media while trying to defend Trump's evolving stand on immigration. Take a listen.
I know the media wants to focus on that one issue. Donald Trump will articulate a policy about how we deal with that population, but I promise you, he is going to remain completely focused on American citizens and people who are here legally and how we get this.
I don't understand why
people who play by the rules.
I don't understand why it's the fault of the media for focusing on an issue that you're crediting Donald Trump for bringing to the fore.
Yeah.
The idea is Mr. Trump won the primaries in no small way because he had this very forceful position saying all 11 or 12 million undocumented immigrants will be forced to leave the country. Now, you right this minute are not saying that that's the policy. Well, you're saying he's going to be unveiling it in the next few weeks. It's 72 days until the election.
Well, the way you characterize his position is one thing. I think he's been completely...
We just ran the clip.
Look, Jake, he's been completely consistent in the principles that he's articulated.
Joining us now, Alan Colmes, host of the Alan Colmes Show, nationally syndicated by Fox News Radio, and Lawrence Jones, Blaze TV Radio, host of the Lawrence Jones Show. Welcome to both of you.
Hi, John.
The Trump campaign, Lawrence, has said that the media is partly to blame for fueling some of these perceived problems within the campaign. Is it that, or is Donald Trump being squishy on the immigration issue?
Well, John, I believe Donald Trump is going back and forth on positions, but as well as Hillary Clinton. We know that after every single primary, whether it was when Barack Obama ran or Hillary Clinton ran the first time, that they began to migrate toward the center. And I think the media should cover both candidates and how they've changed, but they're not doing that.
The media are not doing that? Why?
Because they have a political incentive. I mean, I don't understand why they wouldn't cover this election fairly, because Donald Trump has given them the most access, but we know that there's a progressive media there that are defending Hillary Clinton.
All right. It has been an awful long time, Alan, since Hillary Clinton held an actual news conference. 339 days, I think, is the latest number. Shouldn't she have one?
Sure, but why should she if she's doing so well and she's seeing another campaign implode? I mean, what she's doing is working. I mean, as members of the media,
dodging.
as members of the media,
Hang on, Lawrence.
as members of the media, I'd certainly like to see her do more national interviews. I'd love to get her on my show. Love to see her more accessible, absolutely. But from a purely strategic standpoint politically, while Trump is imploding and tweeting stuff out that he's got to then clean up and keeping to change his position on immigration, why not sit back and watch them implode?
But doesn't that leave the American people starved for information?
Well, they're not starved for information. She's putting out policy positions. Just today, she's putting out a position on mental health. She's actually talking about policy where Donald Trump is busy spending his time cleaning up, or his surrogates on his behalf. Look at what Mike Pence just had to do, cleaning up the mess he leaves.
Lawrence,
No, Alan, No, Alan, she sends out press releases and she puts stuff on her website instead of facing the American people and the press in defending her policies.
Well,
liberals like you want to get on TV and defend her, but she can't defend herself.
She doesn't let the media into her fundraising events, Alan.
Well,
she has, according to the latest Washington Post poll, 62% of the American people think she is not honest and trustworthy. So why not go out there and, submit yourself to a news conference and try to answer some of these questions?
I just said I wish she would. I'd like to see her do a news conference, but I'll repeat myself, from a purely political strategic standpoint, why should she? The Trump campaign, you played that clip of Jake Tapper, just using Trump's own words. He says to Sean Hannity, he's hardening on immigration. Next day to Anderson Cooper, I'm softening on immigration. Deportation force, then no deportation force. It's incomprehensible, which is why you've got Republicans jumping off his ship and supporting Hillary Clinton. He's got incomprehensible positions, and since he's sucking all the oxygen out of the room and putting out tweets about, tragedies that he then takes credit for, that's what's going to get media attention.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
John, the reality of it is that both of these candidates suck. Their approval ratings are horrible. They're not. Hold on, Alan. The bottom line is this. The American people don't like either of the candidates. They don't trust Hillary Clinton. They don't trust Donald Trump. Why can't the media cover how both of them suck fairly?
Well, they don't suck equally. That's the problem. If they suck equally, there's not. I don't look. The equivalency, the other siderism equivalency argument doesn't apply here. As bad as you may
Well,
think
the fact
Hillary
of the
Clinton
matter-
is, Donald Trump is 100 times worse based on the way he's behaving in this campaign.
Well,
No, Hillary Clinton just served
Okay.
and put national security at risk, whereas Donald Trump has never
And you,
served.
well, that's interesting because you've got a bunch of Bush national security